Welcome to the show, everyone. You know I love to talk about everybody else but me on this show. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show later on. I'm really excited about bringing on my first two guests. They've been on with me before. I have with me Tom Duhigg and also Kevin Trumbull, and they are the owners of Rise from the Ashes Consulting. Welcome back to the show. First of all, thank you for doing what you do, because listen, folks, there's a lot of restaurants out there that are going down really bad.
Yes, they are.
And I want to say, get up on the mics, but I want to say this, okay? Right now, maybe it's you own a restaurant. Maybe you're someone that knows someone that owns a restaurant that aren't doing so well. These people are going to turn you around, they say, in 90 days. Welcome back to the show. Let's start the show.
Thank you, Carol.
Carol. Appreciate being here.
Yes, we do. The last time, these are real quick shows, right? But the last time we talked about Accelerator, right? The Restaurant Profit Accelerator. And we stressed the need to accelerate your cash flow, right? You need to get that cash flow going. You need to accelerate your top line sales. You need to accelerate your operations so that you don't lose new customers or regular customers. And you need to accelerate the dream of becoming a successful restaurateur. And that's kind of what we do. And then people say, well, tell us more about your course. Tell us more about your program. Well, it really isn't a course or a program. And I like the way Kevin talks about it. He's got what he calls the graveyard. You want to talk about your graveyard of courses and programs and everything else you got?
I've called it a digital and analog graveyard. You have all these books and programs that you buy, and we've all done it.
Yeah.
I bought tons and tons of books and digital stuff that I have on my computer. And I put it there. I put these program and system in place. And granted, Carol, there's some great stuff out there, right?
There is.
They have the one big idea and they build a bunch of fluff and sell a book. So if I'm an owner and I need a great idea to turn something around, I go buy a program or a book because, look, I'm struggling. I got to do something. I do it fast. So I spend the $97 or $2,000 to get this program on marketing, program on hiring, program on leadership. I buy all these things and then I don't have time to listen to them. Or I pick out this and that and I implement them. Well, that's a program or a system. What we've done is, through our years of experience, is combined the great stuff, cut out all the fluff, and got away from the programs and systems, and we accelerate. We take you right to the meat and potatoes. We help you look at things, plus added our own things, and accelerate their business from that point on.
And
Right.
you said in 90 days.
In 90 days.
Which is awesome.
Yep.
A lot of part of those programs that I've seen, I said, okay, let's implement this. It just doesn't it's not real life.
Or it'll
Yeah,
only work for a little while.
Yeah.
Right. But what you said before we came on and you were talking to me, you said it's a mindset.
It is.
It is a mindset.
So that's why it's not a program or a course. It's actually, it's philosophies and behaviors that accelerate. So let me give you an example. There are philosophies and behaviors that restaurant owners have that hurt their sales whenever they do it, right? There's philosophies and behaviors that are neutral, that might help, that may not help their sales. And there's some that are philosophy and behaviors that absolutely will accelerate their success. And I want to give an example of that today.
Okay.
A specific example
I'm
of how this
ready.
works. You ready, Carol? Okay, Carol, you're with 3 friends. You went out to dinner, right? Nice steakhouse. So they bring out the food and your steak is undercooked. It's raw. You don't like it, right? So you send it back. Okay. 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, it comes back. It's inedible. They overcooked it. Okay, so the owner's mindset and his philosophies and behaviors, right, is she's trying to get something for free. So server, go tell her, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm going to go tell the cook. That's how we get better. So the server tells you that, and you're sitting there without food, without everything. How handling that complaint, how does that make you feel if they handle it that way?
I'm not coming back.
I'm coming back.
I'm not
Right.
coming back.
I'm not coming back.
Not even giving him a chance.
That's right. Okay, so that's a mindset that takes you away from success. And a lot of them have that. I get that all the time.
Well, when you said that he was thinking that this person wants something for free, I didn't even think about that until
That's
you said
their
it. And
mentality.
I'm like, oh my goodness,
That's
it
their
makes
mentality.
sense.
Now, a little bit better than that is our philosophies and behaviors that are kind of in the middle, right? So owner thinks, well, okay, we messed up that meal. Try to get away with as minimum as you can. So either take it off the bill, right, or give them dessert. So the server comes in and say, Carol, okay, sorry about that. We took it off the bill. Okay, you're still hungry, right? Okay, now I don't have to pay for it. Or they gave you a cake. So now you got full on appetizer and cake. Are you going back?
No. No way.
Right. Again, now some might go back. Okay, they took it off the bill, and I've been here and they messed up.
Try 'em
So it's a
again.
maybe.
Maybe.
Come back.
Maybe.
It's a maybe. Okay, so that mindset and thought isn't good. It's a maybe. We don't want maybes. We don't want no's, and we don't want maybes. We want to have the philosophy and behaviors that'll have you come back. That'll accelerate.
Yeah.
So my mentality as that kind of owner is, look, I can't afford to lose one new customer checking me out for the first time.
Right.
I can't afford to lose any regular customers that are coming all the time. They are worth thousands of dollars to my business, not just one visit, but multiple visits and multiple referrals.
Exactly.
I'm going to guarantee my food. Now, how many trucks have you bought in the last since I've known you?
Yeah, about 6 new trucks.
Do they have warranties?
They absolutely have a
Okay.
warranty. Yeah.
My restaurant have a guarantee, a warranty. If something goes wrong and I can't fix it right then and there, that does not interfere with your experience, it's on me. If I have to replace everybody's meal so that you all eat at the same time, I'm doing it, right? But I'm going to make sure that you get what you want, all right? And the whole thing is on me. Would you go back?
Absolutely.
Okay, what if I went a step further? I said, okay, I'm not sure you're going to come back even after that. The next time you come in, you and your party, that experience is on me too. And when you come in with this coupon or whatever, I'm telling the manager, I said, you make sure that food is perfect. You take that food out yourself. You check back on that, and it has to be flawless, no mistakes. Offer dessert. If they don't want it, they're taking it home. So your next is on us too, and we're rolling out the red carpet. Would you then go back?
I'm starving. I'm going right back now.
You would go back, right?
I
Would you tell
absolutely,
people about that
absolutely,
experience?
Absolutely. I mean, and you know, that's the whole thing. It's how you handle it. Things happen, but it's how do
How
I
you handle it.
handle it that makes you, especially as a restaurant owner, that's probably the hardest
Exactly
thing. Because to be able to come back,
Right.
and then you don't know
It's-
once they walk out that door
They're
what's
not
going to
coming
happen.
back. But it's the mindset is just try to get away with the least, or they're trying to steal from me, or I can't afford to have Carol or any of her friends talking badly about my restaurant. Not been coming back. I need to come back again and again and again and refer everybody. That's accelerating.
I want
success.
you to talk a little bit about your background real quickly. You got 2 minutes.
Oh, got 2 minutes. Well, I own my own restaurant, and I was the last time I talked about the building, and they'll come, and they didn't come. So 2 families I had to dig out. I learned the hard way, and that's the street. There was no Facebook, none of that. It was I had to go out there and knock on doors. And so we built the business up to a point where I could sell it for a profit. And I told my wife, we're never doing this again. And I went, about 60 miles from there, and got another restaurant. This one had a ballroom, and that's where I met Kevin.
Yeah.
He was actually doing marketing for me. I didn't even know it. And we just happened to live in the same town. I had oldies dedication bands coming in. They were coming from all over, and we really made it happen because I learned how to do it. Now, you don't build and you drive people.
Let me
in.
tell you something about Tom. He's going to accelerate your business. He's going to turn it around for you in 90 days. And they promise that. You turn
Yep.
it around in 90 days. They're statewide. Their website is risefromtheashesconsulting.com. Please call them, whether it's you or someone that you know that owns a restaurant. We want to turn these around and accelerate your business within 90 days. Fabulous that you're doing that, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to say it works for any business.
Yeah, business.
Again, accelerate your business. That's what they want to do. Turn it around in 90 days. They're statewide, and their phone number is 520-907-8409. You can check them out on their website. Again, it's risefromtheashesconsulting.com. What's your final words?
Well, the final words is call us today and let's get you out. You can't afford to wait. Let's accelerate your business.
We have too many businesses out there,
Yes.
especially those restaurants that are failing, and you don't have to, because we've got Rise from the Ashes Consulting that are going to help you accelerate your business. It's risefromtheashesconsulting.com.